I never imagined that the happiest day of my son's life would become the most painful day of mine. My name is Margaret Hale, and for 32 years my life revolved around one person, my son, Ethan. I raised him alone. His father left when Ethan was 5. No goodbye, no support, no apologies, just a half-empty closet and a boy who cried himself to sleep every night. I worked 2 jobs, cleaned offices at night, worked as a school secretary during the day. There were birthdays when I skipped meals so Ethan could have a cake. Winters when I wore the same coat for 10 years so he could get a new one. So when Ethan proposed to Vanessa, I was happy for him. She was beautiful, polished, confident, from a wealthy family, or so she liked to remind everyone. When wedding planning began, Vanessa's parents smiled politely and did absolutely nothing. That's when Ethan came to me one night, rubbing his hands nervously. "Mom, Vanessa's dream wedding is expensive. Her parents say they can't help much. Could you maybe help us?" Help. That word carried decades of meaning. I didn't hesitate. I emptied my savings, canceled my retirement plan, sold my late mother's jewelry. Venue, catering, flowers, band, dress, open bar. Every invoice came to me. Total cost? $148,000. And I paid it, every cent, because I believed love should be supported, because I believed I was family. I was wrong. The wedding day arrived bright and beautiful. The venue overlooked the ocean. White roses everywhere, soft music floating through the air. I wore a navy blue dress. Simple, elegant, nothing flashy. I didn't want attention. As I entered, guests smiled at me. "Mother of the groom, what a beautiful wedding." But something felt off. Vanessa barely acknowledged me. No hug, no smile, just a stiff nod. I brushed it off. Brides get nervous, I told myself. Then came the seating issue. I walked toward the front row, where the groom's mother traditionally sits. A wedding coordinator stopped me. "I'm sorry, ma'am, you're seated over there." She pointed to a table near the back, beside distant relatives and plus ones. I felt my chest tighten. "I'm the groom's mother." She looked uncomfortable. "The bride requested this." I swallowed my pride and sat down. Minutes later, I overheard Vanessa whispering to her bridesmaids, "She doesn't fit the aesthetic." I pretended not to hear. Then came the breaking point. After the ceremony, guests gathered for cocktails. I approached Vanessa gently. "You look beautiful," I said sincerely. "I'm so happy for you and Ethan." She glanced around, then leaned close. "You shouldn't be here." I blinked. "What?" She lowered her voice, sharp and cold. "You don't belong in the main reception photos. You make the wedding look cheap." I felt like I'd been slapped. "I'm Ethan's mother." She crossed her arms. "And this is my wedding. I don't want drama. Honestly, it would be best if you left." Left. My knees weakened. "Vanessa," I whispered, "please. I paid for this wedding. I sacrificed everything." Her eyes hardened. "That doesn't buy you a place in my family." Just then, Ethan walked over. I looked at my son, my baby, hoping he would defend me. Vanessa turned to him first. "She's causing a scene. I asked her to leave." Ethan hesitated. Then he said the words that shattered me. "Mom, maybe you should go, just for now." That was it. I felt something inside me break, and then clear. I smiled. "All right," I said softly. "I'll go." But I didn't go home. I went somewhere far more powerful. I sat in my car, hands shaking. Then I opened my phone. Every vendor, every payment, every contract, all in my name. I made the first call. Hello, this is Margaret Hale. I need to cancel the catering. What? The reception is in 40 minutes. Yes, I said calmly. I'm aware. Next call. The band? Canceled. Then the florist, the bar service, the dessert table, the limousine. Finally, the venue. There was silence on the other end. Ma'am, if you cancel now, the wedding cannot continue. I exhaled. That's correct. Then I hung up. 20 minutes later, chaos erupted inside the venue. No food, no music, no alcohol, guests confused, staff panicking. Ethan called me. Mom, what did you do? I answered calmly. I left just like I was told. Vanessa grabbed the phone. You ruined my wedding. I laughed softly. No, Vanessa, you ruined your wedding when you forgot who paid for it and who raised the man you married. I turned off my phone and drove away. The wedding ended early. Guests left whispering, photos unfinished, reputation damaged. Vanessa's parents were furious, but silent. They hadn't paid a dime. Ethan didn't speak to me for weeks. Then one night, he showed up at my door, eyes red, voice trembling. She left, he said. She said I chose you over her, even though I didn't. I looked at my son. I never wanted to be chosen, I said gently. I just wanted respect. He cried in my arms like he did when he was 5. Months later, Ethan apologized publicly. Vanessa filed for annulment. As for me, I took the remaining money and did something for the first time in my life. I chose myself. I traveled. I rested.